Disney woke up feeling dangerous this morning. In fact, they woke up feeling so dangerous that I personally think they should be on trial for war crimes for the amount of bombs they just dropped on us. Oh my gosh. Disney just basically nuked the Lucasfilm universe, Star Wars, Marvel, ESPN. They just... They dropped bombs on us. Like, you clicked on this video and you know what Disney did today. They had their annual phone call, their investors phone call, and they're like, here's what we're going to do. Here's what's happening in the future. Usually we've gotten some things in the past. You know, obviously we've gotten the sequels, Rogue One, Solo, The Mandalorian, and that stuff. But that was all over time. That was spread out over time. They announced all this stuff I'm about to tell you today within 30 minutes. All this amazing stuff I'm about to tell you, they went and they smashed it and they told you all in 30 minutes. They dropped not little bombs, they dropped nuclear bombs on Star Wars fans. Just pew, 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 pew. Mind blowing. Anyways, let's get into it. I'm still in freak out mode, so I'm sorry, but we're going to get into this. Anyways, here are some of the things we are going to get. We are going to get from Lucasfilm Ahsoka. We're getting an Ahsoka TV show. You guys, if you have watched my Mandalorian reactions, if you've watched my Clone Wars reactions, you know I freaking love Ahsoka. One of my favorite Star Wars characters is getting her own TV show starring Rosario Dawson. It will be the first ever TV show with more than one episode as of now, with a live-action Ahsoka. We've seen the Clone Wars as my dog is barking. Look, my dog outside barking is so excited that Ahsoka is going to be live-action. Rosario Dawson did great in The Mandalorian. We're going to get to see more of her as Ahsoka live-action on the Disney Pluses. Ah! Words are tough sometimes, if you can't tell. Anyways, we are getting an Ahsoka TV show. You guys know I love Ahsoka. We love Ahsoka. Ahsoka is one of the most beloved characters in Star Wars. She's such a well-developed, well-written character. We are getting a freaking TV show about her. That is amazing. That is awesome. I think it is set sometime a little bit after The Mandalorian. Correct me if I'm wrong there. We can do details later. I'm going to do details later, and I'm going to tell you what they announced today now. Obi-Wan Kenobi show. Cassian Andor show, The Bad Batch, Lando, Rangers of the New Republic, Rogue Squadron, Visions, Droid Story, Indiana Jones 5. That one I'm really happy about. Willow, the Acolyte, I might have pronounced that wrong. Children of Blood and Bone, and an untitled, I'm going to pronounce his name wrong, Taika Waititi. He is a great director. He did Jojo Rabbit, which I really enjoyed that movie. He did the season finale of The Mandalorian for season 1. Did amazing there. I think he's a wonderful director. I can't wait to see what he does with the Star Wars universe. Let's get into some of the details, and let's start with Ahsoka. Ahsoka, the details are here. Rosario Dawson will be continuing to be herself, or not herself, she will continue to be Ahsoka. We saw her become Ahsoka in The Mandalorian. There were some rumors back in March. It came into action. It was confirmed in episode 3 of The Mandalorian when Bo-Katan said you're going to find Ahsoka. And then in episode 5, we finally saw Ahsoka. I personally think that Rosario Dawson did a good job. In the back of my head, I was like, what if this doesn't work out? What if? But I think she did great. I think she did a great job playing Ahsoka. But man, I'm so happy about that. And let's look at the logo. This is very intriguing. If you don't know, I might get some hate comments for this. One of these days, I'm going to do my Star Wars Rebels review. I'm not a fan of Star Wars Rebels, but if you look at the logo, this is very Star Wars Rebels-esque. You look at the background of the logo, the blue, that kind of looks like the whole time travel thing that they had in season 4. Remember where Ezra went through those portals and found Ahsoka and then found himself in the past and then heard the voices of like Luke and Yoda and Leia and Anakin and Obi-Wan and Vader. He heard all those voices, right? That's what it kind of looks like. It looks like all those walking areas. And then the logo itself, it's a very simple kind of logo, but you look at the O. That kind of looks like when she was standing with the staff in Rebels, and that kind of looks like the staff, I guess, and she had her hood up, and she was chilling. I'm so excited for the Ahsoka show, dude. I'm gonna freak out. I don't know when production starts. I don't know anything about it, but anyways, next up, oh no, actually, it's set within the timeline of the Mandalorian, so it's around that time period. So, if you remember the Clone Wars, Ahsoka, that is 19 BBY. She's about, in that show, she's about 15 to 18 years old, I think. And then in Rebels, she's in her early 30s, I think. And then in The Mandalorian, she's mid 40s. That's all approximate from what I know, from my Star Wars knowledge. I could be wrong. If you do know for like the exact dates, please do let me know in the comments. Anyways, I'm really excited about that. They also announced Rangers of the New Republic. Now, I think this is going to be about Cara Dune. Remember, she's the lady in The Mandalorian, and Twitter hates her, which makes me laugh, but that's a whole different thing. This whole Rangers of the Republic thing, I'm really interested to see what this means, what this is. Apparently, it's going to be some type of... Okay, so according to the sources, it says it was revealed that Ahsoka and the newly announced series Rangers of the New Republic would build up to a larger story with future projects and culminate with a larger event piece. Now remember, this is the New Republic. This is after Episode 6. I'm nerding out here, but this is after Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. We're in the New Republic era. The Empire is gone. Palpatine is assumed. They think he's dead. Vader is dead. This is the New Republic. Okay, so you got Leia. I guess Luke at the time. You got Han Solo. I don't know what he's doing in this time, but you've got a lot of people during this time period. They're living their life. They're being happy until the First Order thing happens in the sequels. But this is going to take place after Return of the Jedi. So around the events of The Mandalorian, I think the events of The Mandalorian are around 6 ABY, maybe, no, 9 ABY, so about, 5 years after Return of the Jedi? Something like that. I mean, I'm guesstimating on these years, but yeah, I'm interested in that. I'm really excited for those two. I think those could be really good shows. The Ahsoka show is going to be amazing. Rangers of the New Republic, depending who stars in it, depending which characters they bring into it. What if they bring Cara Dune? What if they bring in Bo-Katan? I think that could be a really interesting storyline, because we do see Cara Dune that she does eventually get a job or something with the Republic. So I'm really intrigued by that. I really want to see how that goes. But next, we got to talk about it, man. Oh, man. It's happening. It's happening. It was rumored. People wanted it. It's happening. Hayden Christensen is back as Darth Vader. Now, you remember Hayden Christensen. He played Anakin Skywalker in episodes 2 and 3 of the Star Wars movies. And yeah, people didn't like him, but I personally always liked him. I thought he did a great job playing Anakin. That is who Anakin was supposed to be, in my opinion. I could go into a whole nother thing. This video is going to be really long. I don't want to go into it. Anyways, this is amazing. I loved Hayden Christensen. I loved Ewan McGregor. I thought they worked great together, and they're going to be working together once again. This is going to be this Kenobi show. It's supposed to start, apparently production starts in January. There are rumors of that, but it is confirmed that it will take 10 years after Revenge of the Sith. So you remember, Revenge of the Sith, I know for a fact, was 19 BBY. I know that. And, of course, Padme dies during that time. The Jedi are all killed except for Obi-Wan, Yoda, and maybe a couple others. And, Anakin is Vader. The Empire has risen. They have taken over the galaxy. So this is going to be about Obi-Wan Kenobi in between episodes 3 and 4, basically. Ewan McGregor, he's going to be reprising his role as Obi-Wan Kenobi, which I'm really excited for. I always loved him. Obviously, he has some iconic lines. Hello there. Another Happy Landing, just to name a couple. But I really think he's a good actor. I think he did a great job as Obi-Wan, so I'm really excited to see what they do with the show, what elements they show of Obi-Wan during this time after Revenge of the Sith, if he has any kind of like PTSD, if he goes and tries to save Anakin, maybe, if he realizes he's alive, whatever it may be. I don't know, but I'm really intrigued to see what they do with this. They can make it a really dark TV show, I think. I think they really could, but then I also think they could really just make it another kind of fun Star Wars show. So I'm really excited to see where they go with that. Once again, they're actors we know, they're characters we love. So I think this out of what we have had announced, I think this is going to have the most hype or the most excitement around it because of the return of Ewan McGregor and the return of Hayden Christensen as Darth Vader and Obi-Wan Kenobi. I'm psyched, man. I'm super excited for that. And next up, we got Cassian Andor. He is getting his own series. Remember, in Rogue One, all the characters died because, you know, they're not in the main movie. So you got to get rid of them somehow, and so they kill them off. So Cassian, Jin, K2SO, what's his name? Chirrut, they all die. They all die. And this is going to be obviously before, so this is going to be between episodes 3 and 4 before Rogue One. So it's going to be like 3, in between episodes 3 and 3.999. It's going to be somewhere in that range. About the rebellion, the early stages. They had some really cool concept art, so I'm going to show you over my head. But man, I'm excited for this because I think I really liked a lot of the characters in Rogue One, but we never got to learn who they were. We didn't get to learn much about their backstory, what they did. We got snips and pieces of it every once in a while, but we never got a big chunk of detail. We just got that Cassian's been in the rebellion since he was 6 years old. Jin's father works for the Empire. I want more. I want to know more about these characters, and it looks like we're going to get that with the Cassian Andor series, which will drop in 2022. I am excited about that. Next up, the Bad Batch dropped a trailer. They dropped a trailer for this TV show. It's a follow-up to the Clone Wars. Remember, the Bad Batch was at the beginning of Season 7. They had some really fun episodes, some action-packed episodes, and man, I'm excited for that one. I'm excited for most of this, if you can't tell. Bad Batch, it's already dropped a trailer. I would have reacted to that with you guys, but I watched it as soon as I saw it, and I panicked. I was so excited, dude. Yeah, I'm really excited for that. I really want to see what they do there. They showed, it looks like it's just after Revenge of the Sith. It's, you know, it's Palpatine saying, "We are the Galactic Empire now," and that kind of thing. And I'm really excited to see what they do with that show, to see what the Bad Batch does after Revenge of the Sith, to see what they do after their missions on the Clone Wars. So yeah, I'm pumped for that TV show. I think that could be a great show. I love the animation in the Clone Wars, especially Season 7 was incredible. So I think they're going to do a great job. That whole team. D. Bradley Baker has done a great job voicing the clones and stuff, so I think he'll do an amazing job again. The animation's always top-notch in Clone Wars, so I'm excited for that. And let's go back to this list. We've talked about the Rangers of the New Republic. We've talked about Ahsoka. We have been talking about everything. I'm trying to go to what's next. Up next is Visions. This one I don't have a lot of details on, but it could be interesting. Star Wars Visions, an original series of animated short films, celebrates the Star Wars galaxy through the lenses of the world's best Japanese anime creators, coming in 2021 to Disney+. I don't know about that. I don't know anything about that. I don't know the time period. I don't know the characters. I'm actually kind of intrigued by that. I really don't know anything, so that's what I'll say on that. That could be, depending on what they do there, that could be interesting. The Galaxies, oh, my email. Next up, we have Lando. Lando Calrissian will return in a new Disney Plus series. Now, I don't know when this is going to be released. I think Donald Glover is going to be reprising his role. Correct me if I'm wrong. They didn't say, but it says that Justin Simeon is in the early stages of developing the project. So we got that there. I'm excited for that. Lando Calrissian, Billy D. Williams made that character iconic. He did a great job. I thought Donald Glover did great in Solo. I think Solo is a very underappreciated Star Wars movie. Got a lot of hate early on. It didn't do great at the box office, but I really do think it's an underrated film. It's a unique movie. It's an action movie. Just kind of a fun Star Wars movie. It doesn't have to do with the main storyline of the Force and Vader. I love that stuff, but it was fun to see a kind of unique new movie, which was Solo. Now, next up, it says Leslie Hedland brings a new Star Wars series to Disney Plus with The Acolyte. The Acolyte is a mystery thriller that will take viewers into a galaxy of shadowy secrets and emerging dark side powers in the final days of the High Republic era. I have wanted to see something like that. Now, we've talked about, we've wanted to see the Old Republic, the High Republic, that kind of thing, and we are finally getting it. Disney is giving the people what they want. So many people were mad after the sequel trilogies, like, Disney, what are you doing? And Disney has turned around and they have given us The Mandalorian. They have given us Ahsoka. They have given us Kenobi. They have given us all this stuff, and they're giving us the High Republic era. Really excited to see this. If it's executed correctly, if it's executed well, they put together a good story, they put together good characters, that could be a really good show, so I'm excited for that. Lucasfilm Animation is teaming up with Lucasfilm's visual effects team, Industrial Light and Magic, to develop a special Star Wars adventure for Disney+, a droid story. The epic journey will introduce to us a new hero guided by R2-D2 and C-3PO. Anything with R2 and 3PO, I gotta watch it. If you remember correctly, back in the Clone Wars, they had an arc where it was a bunch of astromechs leading a mission for a 4-episode arc. Maybe it was 3 episodes. I don't know why, but I love that arc. Something about those droids and that little tiny droid commander dude. I loved that arc. I absolutely loved it. So that would be really interesting. And then obviously 3PO, he's just a great comedic relief. I don't think that's grammatically correct, but anyways, I'm really excited for that. Willow, an original series from Lucasfilm starring Warwick Davis, will pilot directed by John M. Chu, is coming in 2022 to Disney+. So all this stuff's coming to Disney+. I don't know what Willow is, but I know Warwick Davis. I'm pretty sure he was the guy who played Wicket in Return of the Jedi, the Ewok. So that'll be neat. And then here we go. Here it is. Lucasfilm is in pre-production on the next installment of Indiana Jones. At the helm is James they put his Twitter tag and it's kind of weird. James, we'll call him James. Director of Ford vs. Ferrari, and Indy himself, Harrison Ford, will be back to continue his iconic character's journey. Adventure arrives July 2022. I love Indiana Jones. In fact, you know what? I'm going to get it out. I'm going to get it. What's up, guys? I got the sold Indiana Jones hat. I haven't worn it in forever. In fact, I got it when I was a kid, so it's kind of small on my head, but I got it. Indiana Jones hat. I love that movie series. Star Wars, Indiana Jones are some of my favorite childhood memories of movies. I freaking love those movies, dude. It's not even funny how much I love them. So I'm really excited to see how that goes, to see how Harrison Ford does, how he continues his character's journey. And the director of Ford vs. Ferrari, once again, a great movie. So Disney really bringing in some good people. Dude, I'm so excited. Okay, and next up, Tommy Adeyemi's New York Times bestselling novel Children of Blood and Bone is being developed by Lucasfilm in partnership with 20th Century Studios. The coming-of-age adventure follows a young African girl's quest to restore magic to her forsaken people, the Magi. Interesting. I don't know anything about that, but interesting. And then a brand new Star Wars feature with acclaimed filmmaker Taika Waititi is in development. Get ready for an unforgettable ride. Yes, I know nothing about that, but I know he is a great director, so I'm looking forward to it. And then they got this video, I haven't watched it yet, from Patty Jenkins. Hold on. We will be getting Rogue Squadron from director Patty Jenkins. Now, the video she made talks about her and her experience with flying. Her father was a fighter pilot. He died serving the country. And, you know, she's always been intrigued in making a movie about fighter pilots, something about that. And now she's going to be making Rogue Squadrons, which sounds like it's going to be about some rebellion pilots, some X-Wings, some just an action. It sounds like it's going to be an action film, basically like Top Gun, but for Star Wars or something like that. I don't know, but I think that could be interesting too, man. I mean, all the ideas that they've had so far, I think it could be very well if they're executed correctly. Kenobi and Ahsoka right now are my top 2 most intriguing for obvious reasons. They're some of my favorite characters. We're bringing back some of the actors who have made these characters famous. I'm really looking forward to that. Then we got Indiana Jones 5. Really excited for that. Bad Batch, I think it's going to be an action-filled show, which could be extremely exciting. But my question is, Oh my gosh. What are we going to do here? Like, how much of this are we getting in 1 year? How much of this is going to happen at once? And how, like, are they going to organize releasing this all in 1 year? Because there's so much stuff. We got The Mandalorian Season 3 in 2021. We may have Kenobi in 2021. I don't know, but I really was skeptical coming into this whole release of Star Wars stuff today. I was like, dude, what if they overdo it? What if they give us too much stuff and it's just, what if some of it's like bad? What if it's just like they do too much? Well, what they've announced today, I regret every single thought that I had about doubting them. Rare Star Wars W from Disney. Like, wow, I did not expect this, but they execute this properly. Disney, you get a high five. You get a high five. I'm so excited. Anyways, this video has been going on long enough. Thank you so much for watching. If you've watched it this far, make sure to leave a like, make sure to subscribe, and share the channel. Man, I'll see you guys in a few hours when we react to The Mandalorian Season 2, Episode 7. I'm so excited for Ahsoka, for Kenobi, for Hayden Christensen coming back. Woo Star Wars.